Your greatest power isn't physical strength, intellectual brilliance, or even emotional resilience. It's something far more fundamental yet widely underdeveloped: your ability to concentrate. In a world designed to fragment your attention into thousands of worthless pieces, the person who masters concentration possesses the ultimate advantage in every area of life. The power of concentration isn't just about focusing better on tasks. It's about developing complete mastery over your mind. When you can direct your mental energy with laser-like precision toward any goal, problem, or opportunity, you unlock capabilities that most people never access. This is the transformative message at the heart of the power of concentration. Most people live their entire lives without ever experiencing true concentration. They mistake partial attention for focus and wonder why their results remain mediocre. Your mind is designed to be a powerful instrument, but without disciplined concentration, it remains a wasted resource, like having a supercomputer that you only use to check email. What happens when you develop genuine concentration? Your productivity multiplies exponentially. Problems that stumped you for months suddenly reveal obvious solutions. Your memory sharpens dramatically. Your personal magnetism increases as people sense your mental power. Your health improves as you gain control over your nervous system. And perhaps most importantly, you experience the profound satisfaction that comes from being the master rather than the slave of your own mind. The foundation of concentration begins with understanding a simple truth. Attention is your most valuable resource, yet most people squander it carelessly. Every time you allow your focus to be pulled in different directions, checking notifications while working, thinking about yesterday's problems during a conversation, daydreaming during important moments, you're sacrificing the power that could transform your life. The first critical principle is that concentration is a skill that develops through specific practice, not an inborn talent. Like building muscle, it requires consistent exercise with gradually increasing challenge. Begin with simple concentration exercises. Select an ordinary object, a pencil, coin, or cup. Place it before you and examine it with complete attention for 5 minutes. Notice every detail: color variations, texture, proportions, weight. When your mind inevitably wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to the object. Don't punish yourself for wandering thoughts, but don't indulge them either. This seemingly simple exercise reveals how untrained your attention actually is. As your concentration strengthens, increase the challenge by concentrating on more abstract things: a virtue you wish to develop, a problem you need to solve, or a goal you want to achieve. Hold the subject in your mind without distraction, exploring it from every angle while maintaining perfect focus. The second principle is that physical control precedes mental control. Your body and mind are inseparably connected. Slouched posture, random movements, and physical restlessness make concentration impossible. Practice sitting perfectly still for increasing periods, starting with just 5 minutes. Eliminate all unnecessary movements, finger tapping, foot swinging, facial twitches, as these drain mental energy and fragment attention. Develop controlled breathing. Take several deep, slow breaths before any concentration exercise. Establish a rhythm that is calm and even. This simple practice quiets the sympathetic nervous system and creates the physiological conditions necessary for deep concentration. The third principle reveals that concentration and willpower operate as a single system. Each time you force your wandering attention back to your chosen focus, you strengthen both concentration and will. This explains why people with powerful concentration also tend to have remarkable willpower in other areas of life. They're developing the same mental muscle. To accelerate this development, create artificial challenges for your willpower. Select small, unnecessary habits and eliminate them for a period. Perhaps you always scratch an itch immediately. Practice ignoring it. Maybe you check your phone reflexively. Practice leaving it untouched for designated periods. These seemingly trivial exercises build the mental strength required for powerful concentration. The fourth principle addresses the most common obstacle to concentration: a restless, wandering mind filled with uncompleted thoughts, worries, and mental chatter. This mental state makes deep concentration impossible. The solution is regular mental housekeeping. Before any serious concentration work, take time to clear your mind through brain dumping. Write down every concern, idea, or reminder occupying mental space. Your mind relaxes once it knows these thoughts are safely recorded. Practice mental categorization. When intrusive thoughts arise during concentration, quickly label them: planning thought, worry thought, memory, and return to your focus. This creates psychological distance from the distraction without suppressing it, which would only increase its power. The fifth principle explains that visualization is concentration's most powerful application. When you can hold clear, detailed mental images without distraction, you gain extraordinary abilities. The most successful people in every field use this power, often without recognizing it as concentration. Develop this skill progressively. Begin by visualizing simple objects with your eyes closed, holding the image steady for increasing periods. Advance to visualizing complex scenes, planned conversations, or future events. Eventually, practice visualizing abstract concepts like success, confidence, or harmony, infusing these images with genuine emotion. This visualization practice has practical applications far beyond positive thinking. It allows you to mentally rehearse presentations until they're flawless, solve complex problems by manipulating mental models, and imprint your goals so deeply that your subconscious mind works continuously toward them. The sixth principle addresses concentration's connection to personal magnetism. Have you noticed how certain people command attention effortlessly? This isn't mere charisma, but the natural radiation of concentrated mental energy. When you stop leaking mental power through scattered attention, you develop a presence that others instinctively respect. This explains why the greatest leaders, thinkers, and achievers throughout history, regardless of their personalities, possessed this commanding quality. Their mastery of concentration created tangible mental force that others could sense. This isn't mystical, but the natural result of conserved and directed mental energy. Develop this quality by practicing concentrated attention during conversations. When speaking with someone, give them your complete focus. Don't let your eyes wander. Don't mentally prepare your next statement. Don't think about unrelated matters. This complete attention not only improves communication, but develops magnetic personality. The seventh principle reveals concentration's role in exceptional health and vitality. Your nervous system responds directly to your mental focus. Scattered attention creates chronic stress, while concentrated attention promotes optimal nervous system functioning. Practice directing concentrated attention to different parts of your body. Focus on your right hand until you feel increased warmth and circulation. Direct healing attention to areas of discomfort. This isn't imagination, but the real physiological response to concentrated thought. The eighth principle concerns concentration's application to life's practical challenges. Most problems resist solution because your thinking about them is scattered, inconsistent, and contaminated with irrelevant thoughts. True concentration cuts through confusion like a laser through fog. When facing any challenge, practice single-minded concentration on that issue alone for a dedicated period. Eliminate all distractions, physical and mental. Consider the problem from every angle while maintaining perfect focus. The solution that eluded months of casual thinking often emerges in a single session of genuine concentration. The ninth principle addresses concentration's relationship with intuition. Your mind processes far more information than you consciously recognize. Deep concentration allows this subconscious processing to communicate with your conscious mind, often producing insights that seem to arise from nowhere. Develop this connection by regularly practicing what might be called open concentration, holding a question in mind with focused attention while maintaining receptivity to subtle thoughts and impressions. This creates the ideal condition for intuitive insights to emerge into conscious awareness. The 10th principle reveals perhaps concentration's greatest gift, the ability to achieve complete absorption in the present moment. In this state, which positive psychologists now call flow, you experience remarkable joy and effectiveness. Time perception changes, self-consciousness disappears, and you perform at your highest potential. This state isn't mysterious, but the natural result of perfected concentration. When you can give something your absolute, undivided attention, you enter this optimal experience. Interestingly, this represents both the most practical and spiritual application of concentration, complete effectiveness united with profound fulfillment. The final and most important principle is that concentration must become your normal mental state rather than an occasional practice. Most people spend their lives with attention fragmented between multiple concerns, never experiencing the power of a fully concentrated mind. Begin by eliminating multitasking entirely. What seems like efficiency is actually the systematic weakening of your concentration ability. Do one thing at a time with complete attention, then move to the next task. Designate periods of deep concentration daily, gradually increasing their duration. During these periods, make yourself completely unavailable. No devices, no interruptions, no compromises. This time will become your most productive and satisfying. Ultimately, create physical and digital environments that support concentration rather than undermining it. Eliminate unnecessary notifications. Create spaces dedicated solely to concentrated thought. Surround yourself with people who value mental depth rather than constant distraction. The power of concentration represents your birthright as a human being. Your mind's potential remains largely dormant until you develop this fundamental skill. In a world increasingly designed to fragment attention, the person who masters concentration doesn't just gain an advantage, they experience a different quality of life entirely. The question isn't whether you can afford to develop this power. In a world of endless distraction, the real question is, can you afford not to?